Hello, my name's Lyn Pornaro and I am Chief Executive of Disability Equality Scotland. I'm here to celebrate International Women's Day on this day where women across the globe are celebrating. This year's theme is all about inspiring inclusion. Doesn't that fit really well with Disability Equality Scotland? I'm not just going to be talking to women though, and I'm not talking to little girls. I'm talking to everyone. We all have a responsibility to reduce gender inequality, and we all have a responsibility to inspire inclusion. Now, I have heard quite a lot of times in my life, you don't want to be doing that. That's not for a girl. That's not a career for a woman. That's a male-dominated career, etc. And had I been able to follow the way that I wanted to go in my career, I wouldn't be speaking to you today here. Maybe somewhere else, but not here. I wanted to go into nursing and midwifery. And I left school with that as my determination. I was too young to apply, so I went into administration and worked there for a while. Life took over and I had my first child. And then I thought, if I'm going to do this, which is what I always wanted to do since I was 13 years old, it needed to be now. So I applied. I was living with some health conditions at the time, and as part of that process, I needed to go through a medical. Usually at the end, but they did it at the beginning of the process for me. And I went for my medical, faced a male doctor who turned around and said, no, not going to be able to go into nursing. If I really wanted to go into the medical profession, I should become a medical secretary. Now, I would hope that anyone who is applying for that kind of role or any kind of role would not hear that kind of statement nowadays. I'm afraid to say, though, it probably still does happen. There was no discussion about going into any other field, becoming a doctor, becoming a physiotherapist or an occupational therapist. No discussion. Medical secretary, because that's what women did. And I did do that for a little bit of time, but I was quite angry. And when I reflect back, how dare he have made that decision for me? I know now that those long-term conditions would not be a barrier to enter into the nursing field nowadays. But have we come further? I'm not so sure at times. There's still a gender inequality. What I can say, though, is in my life, there have been people that have made decisions for me, and they've taken me off on a different path. And actually, when I look back, that he hadn't made that decision for me, I wouldn't be where I am today. Can a woman be a CEO? Of course they can. Can a disabled woman be a CEO? Oh, not so sure. I have heard that. So I'm here today to inspire you. Whatever stage of life you're at, whether you are a little girl, whether you are leaving school, thinking about your future, whether you're coming towards the end of an internship and feeling like you're starting to make your way in the world, or whether you've been in a role for a period of time and you want to take a next level step, whether you want to start that community group or become involved in that activity and something's always held you back. Well, don't allow it. You're unique and you have your own talents, your own abilities, your own experiences to bring to the table. Often we see leaders or leadership as people like CEOs or managers and people who've been at it for a long time. I would challenge you on that. We're all leaders. Doesn't matter what age we are. We're all leaders. So today, on this special day of celebration, Be the leader that you are. You never know where it's going to take you. Don't settle for that's not for you. That's what you really want to do. Take the steps that you need to get there. Be creative. Be bold. Step out of the box. You never know where it's going to lead you. In fact, it might lead you to speaking to some other women on an International Women's Day in the future. And for all the other people out there, what can you do to inspire inclusion in your day-to-day life? Because we all have that responsibility. So enjoy this day, women. I'm proud to be a woman. I'm proud to be a disabled woman. I'm proud to be a CEO of Disability Equality Scotland. I'm proud to be a mum. I'm proud to be a nonna. I'm proud to be a daughter and a wife and so much more in my life. Go out and be you today. Take your step. Be the leader that you can be.